Microphone. Hey, where's my microphone? Turn the music down a little bit. It feels loud. That feels loud, I think. Microphone. All right. And of course, as soon as I hit the go live button, outside they decide to bring the biggest truck in the world and rev the engine. 1 second. Got my headphones on the floor. Don't know where my headphones are anymore. All right. Is this working? Bobkin the 5 says hi. Finisher 824 says hey. Ex-Mr. Nope. Mariana? It moved too fast. Move too fast! Let's go to a camera. Let's see if everything works. It's been so long. It's been so very, very long. Hello! And welcome back for another Streamlabs art stream. Let me give Kevin some room. Sorry, Kevin. And, it's been a long time. I was very busy before Christmas. Too busy to do any extra sort of, extra artwork or drawing. So usually how this works is there's a post on Twitter, there's a post on Blue Sky with me and Kevin, and it says suggest your custom emote idea that you would like to see made, have, and hold and to love forever. And I'll do my best to do as many as I can. It's usually around 3. Maybe I can squeeze out 4 in an afternoon. It does take some time. There's already a couple requests. What if I refresh this? See if there's any here. I don't see any Blue Sky requests yet. But over on the Twitter sphere, I'm going to refresh this as well. Meow. I already wrote down Hero of the Pups. Ooh, a husky sipping on a drink would be super cute. Would be really cute. Would be really cute. I just re-paraphrased for no reason. For no reason at all. Macladale. Is that how you say that? McLadle. McLadle? Macladale. Streamlabs streams. Sometimes. Sometimes. As often as I can. I am not Streamlabs. Sometimes Eric does a stream. Sometimes other people take over. It's a new year. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? In the future, I know that I don't. All I know is what evil lurks in the hearts of men, because the shadow knows. Streamlabs says hello. Oh, sorry. I guess that's probably the robot. Anyway, I'm not Streamlabs. I just work at Streamlabs. I draw pictures and make things. All right, I got to change this window over here because I can see myself in another window, and that's very distracting. So yes, Foxney's back. Macladale, say it how you want. I really don't care, just as long as my name is floating through the air. Bobby Lex, the shadow knows, and everything makes sense with Pixel Phantom and clothes. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I usually do. I'll spend a few hours here. I'm hanging out with Kevin, and if the music keeps playing, it might not. I'm not sure. I still just drift into random theme songs about the words that I see on the screen, and the word association disease in my head. If I do see something or think something, I'll start telling stories. To fill time. I should be drawing pictures. I should be drawing pictures by now. You should definitely be drawing pictures by now, Sarah. You've made not one mark upon the screen at all. I'm surprised you remember this voice, though, so that's pretty fun. Remembering voices, etc. That's Kevin, the logo of Streamlabs. And Usually one of my main jobs is all of the marketing where Kevin's doing stuff and having little adventures and being adorable. That's what I do. And then I do custom stuff for people. I have a question. When will you make an update that considers Roblox as a game? When will I make an update? Never! Not once ever will I make an update. I don't know how to do that. I have no idea. I just draw pictures. Is somebody... Eric, is that you? Is that a robot, or is somebody from Streamlabs actually talking in the chat and referencing people and asking questions and whatnot? Because that's mildly freaking me out. Mildly freaking me out. Maybe I'm a little afraid of robots. Maybe I'm a little afraid of robots. Why would you be afraid of robots? You've only grown up on many movies where, they tried to take over the world and Terminators, etc. That reason. That's the reason. That's the reason, Kevin. Or is it another Streamlabs? Did you just drift into my voice with your own face? Sorry, Kev. Sorry. I am in your Streamlabs answering your questions. So anyway, I got a husky up on the screen over here. Not Miglo. So don't look over here, I'm not Miglo. If that is who you fear, I'm not Miglo. I'm just chillin', dear, and it's Miglo time, but that's not me. Shh. What is this live about? It's about drawing pictures, Streamlabs. Why am I talking to Streamlabs? Who is this? I'm losing my mind. Oh, man. Ooh, I want to figure out how to say that word. Nope. Fanskastars. Jolly. 83 from Sweden. Jen Phoenix has got 3 waves, and I'm repeating, hey, hey, hey. Am I even still on? Which camera am I on? Yeah, I'm still on me. All right, let me just move some things around here, and I'll start actually drawing. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. I don't know. All right, husky, a husky sipping on a drink. So we'll start with a circle. My brush is too dark. Yeah, let's keep it this thick. Does that read? Yeah. Macladale, that's all good. If you've got to go and you got things to do, then go and do them, 'cause that's cool too. My rhymes are not good. My rhymes are not good. I should, preface the whole stream with that. They're not going to get better. Superior Dave, they're not going to get better. Honestly, if nobody suggested anything, Superior Dave, my go-to was, until somebody jumps into the either the Twitter or the Blue Sky thread to suggest something, I was definitely going to just draw a dinosaur until somebody, showed up and started asking for stuff. All right, let's get some pointy ears. There's a road keeps on calling me down the place. That's where I'll always be. Actually, I gotta jump into Slack real quick, real super quick. We can jump into the team chat. go. Starting some trouble. Let's just start some trouble real quick. Could I recommend something to draw? I am primo and I like what I saw. I'm not sure if if you're on Twitch there, if I think the prompts work, but if exclamation point giveaway should bring you over to Twitter, but if not, either find the newest Twitter post that's me and Kevin, or the newest Blue Sky post that's me and Kevin that says, hey, recommend something to draw, and then I'll draw it for you. And Eric, who runs the social media, will post it later. And then it's yours. Then it's yours. Dr. Snips? I was going to say, I vaguely remember you, don't I? Did you not used to live upstairs in my building? But that's probably not you, since you're saying this is the first time. All right, the bot's not doing its bot thing. So yeah, just slide on over to Twitter or Blue Sky and go to the new post. That's me and this guy. And, say what you want, and I'll do what I can. You know what? I'm going to give him kind of a pointy nose. Kind of like... This is a real sketchy mess, but that's how it goes sometimes. Star mouse and a bunch of numbers. Star mouse is a cool name. In the post itself, so that way I have somewhere to copy and paste it from, and then Eric will respond to that post when he posts the image. What kind of drink? What kind of cup? What kind of cup? What kind of glass? What kind of mug? Just go standard mug. Hugga Mugga Maxwell House. Ah! Apple A and break apart. Because it was set to make everything a group. Up here. Some nice. My eyes are closed and I'm fully enjoying whatever's in this cup. Boom. Joust! Is Streamlabs run by a multi-person company, or is it just a one-man band? My curiosity's not bland. I just want to understand. 3 rhymes. Not good, but still. It's quite a multi-person thing. Quite a multi-person thing indeed. Yeah, I'm one of many. I don't know how many people work at Streamlabs at the moment. But it's like, 100 plus people, I think. It's either just below or just above 100 people. This is such a sketchy mess. But it's fine, I'll clean it up. I confess. Alright, what kind of husky face detail? Give him one of these. Kind of that penguin. Penguin detail, and then thing there, and then I just have to remember what some of these sketchy lines meant. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. Actually, I want them... Even though this is a filthy, sketchy mess. Sometimes my sketches aren't this rough. Sometimes my rough sketches are relatively clean. Guide this layer. Actually, let's make it a little more faint. A little more fainter. Let's go with a 4 brush. Yeah, let's go with a 4 brush. Start with a black line to start. Oh God, yeah. I mean, I work here, so, you know, legally I have to be like, it's amazing. It makes everything so much easier. But genuinely, I was like, I don't want to do streaming until I can use something like this that makes it so much easier for me to just do all the things. Because like I said, like I draw pictures. I don't want to spend my whole life learning the functions of everything. But I mean, why not just learn the functions of everything? You know. You've got time. What? It takes like 4 seconds to draw a picture, right? You know, everything can be done in 20 minutes or less, Sarah. That's not my name. That's not my name. But he calls me Sarah. That's not my name. But yeah, when I'm not streaming, then I'm just like I'm tempted to. I don't know. This is the last thing I was working on. For once, try to do a bit of a collab with somebody. So, oh, there's too many things on my desk to prohibit the turning of the thing. But anyway, turn this way. Nope. So it's hard to see, but there's like a Skeletor. There's a wrestling table. There's a camera. There's a bunch of lights. There's some green screen. Where am I? And, you know, that's what I try to spend my spare time is like doing stop motion nonsense and or dumb little comic strips about me and my dumb little cat. I do have my channel. I haven't streamed in like a year or two or more. But I've got a YouTube channel at Mr. Cartoons and Instagram at Mr. Cartoons, all those things. The logo looks like this. Glasses. Hair going in the other direction. Why do you keep saying you're a Sigma skibbity dibbity, Sigma skibbity dibbity, Alpha scoobity doobity? Why Streamlabs didn't work? Black Arrow, you'll want to go to this is Streamlabs.com or the Streamlabs Discord, but find the support tab. And there's a whole bunch of people that know how this stuff works and if something isn't working. Because at the moment, I'm using Streamlabs, so all I know is that it is working. And beyond that, I don't do any of the programming or any of that stuff. Oh no, I moved my remote too far over. This. Oh, there we go. I guess I did move everything over by accident. Man. Something happened. Something happened. There we go. All right, I don't know. Something went away. I don't know what was going on last night. I think I actually went to sleep relatively early last night. But either way, they would still know the answer, I guess. I genuinely don't know. It's still either a actually, let's use the line tool. 3. Yeah, let's go with this. I mean, in all fairness, I don't know how any of this stuff works, period. Like, Like in my old man mind, none of this makes any sense, and none of it should work. I'm not a big gamer, but I do play some Fortnite every once in a while. I'll play like a round or two, and then go about my day. But every time, still to this day, you know, I'm sitting there on my little Nintendo, and I'm just like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. How does any of this stuff still sync up, especially, you know, all over the world and whatnot, and all these, you know, precisely timed shooting at characters that are, you know, way over here, running at maybe a different frame rate, maybe a different internet speed, and yet somehow it all still works. And I just, in my head, I'm like, there's just no way. There's just no possible way for, you know, for there not to be just a crazy lag. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. That's fine. Everything makes sense and it's okay. Don't overthink it. You know, spoiling the magic sometimes makes the magic go away, Sarah. It's just better to believe, you know, right? That's all I got. That's all I could do. Glexia, Glex 1A. How long have you been drawing, sketching? Do you mean today? For way too long. 22 minutes. But in my life, 40 years. Just complimented every one of us. Ooh. Technically, I have lived in the 70s, although it was only for like 5 months, 6 months, like 5.5, 6 months. Oh, I might not look super old, but my back hurts. I think I'm slightly older than you, Voxney. I forget we've discovered it, but it's only like a year or 3, something like that. Delete the excess lines and select and smooth, 'cause everything is never smooth enough. But yeah, it's the only, just, it's the only way. It's the only, like, that's the only thing that there is. There's, because, you know, I mean, when I was young, I was definitely a cranky old man. I'm still a cranky old man. But, you know, I was that kid that was like, hey, it's your birthday party. Like, yeah, cool. I'm going to go in my bedroom and go to sleep. Like, it's 7:30. Yeah, it's getting quite loud in here, and these kids aren't following the rules that have been set forth by the adults, and I feel like that is going to reflect poorly on me, so I'm going to go hide in the bedroom and wait for all of this to dissipate and go away, because, sorry, I was wrong. No more birthday parties. Ever, ever, ever. And now I'm a recluse, a hermit in my fortress of solitude. Oh, but Voxney and anybody else who's been in the stream before, 83. Yeah, I'm still older. Slightly older than I even thought. But for the last, I don't know, good chunk of art streams, there'd always be a point where I'm like, oh, here we go. The upstairs kids are going crazy. Realized there was 2 kids and not just one. Exactly, Rack's legacy. Long live the fortresses of solitudes. How and why can you function without Absolute quiet, without a doubt, and no people floating around and watching you draw, 'cause that's uncomfortable. In spite of what you saw right now, yes, you're drawing or watching me draw, but this is kind of different, but not really, not really, not really. Hero of the pups. Need a husky sipping on gin and juice. Laid back in the snow. I'm 134 years old. I've come from a different time. You'll not know or recognize the things that I know. My phone didn't even have a rotary dial, as you did when you were a child. My phone, I had to call the operator and say, I need to call Chattanooga 23 Skidoo, please. And they said, yes, we'll patch you through. What? Hold on. I forgot my voice. There it is. I was about to reprimand you for, what are you doing? What kind of nonsense and mishigosh are you going on with now with your shenanigan mouth and nonsense words? You just said like 5 nonsense words. Those were all real normal words that meant the thing that was supposed to mean. You're the one drifting off extemporaneously about old-timey times. It's the future. You're streaming. The future. All right. Futuristic things. Oh, man. Drove downtown in the rain, 9:30 on a Tuesday night. So, speaking of the future, it's the future. See, you hop on the internet, you open up your phone. I want to purchase a thing. Beep, boop, bop, boop, boop. It doesn't make those noises because that only happens in dumb futuristic movies. Evaldo. Evaldo. That's a good name. I assume that's probably your real name. That's a pretty cool name. Amorum? That's Amorum. When the stream hits your eye and you can see this streaming guy, that's Amorum. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So you can order something super quick, super easy, barely an inconvenience, Ryan George style. And I ordered something. I was like, I'm going to go home to my mom's house for Christmas. But I didn't want to order it too close to that time, because if I leave and it shows up at the building, somebody's just going to take it, because I live in an apartment building, kind of ish. I mean, it's an apartment building, but it's really just a crazy old-timey historic building. It's definitely haunted. And filled with terrible terrors of the past. But aside from that, the guaranteed delivery date was like, oh, it'll be here on Sunday. Like, it'll be here on Sunday if you order it right now. Like, all right, cool. And that still gave me several days. If it didn't come right away, then it's like, it's fine. And the way things work at this building is 90% of the time, any delivery that comes from me, they go right to my door on the second floor. And I bet you think you've seen me before. But, if you see a package when I'm not here, either the super, sometimes he'll grab onto it and bring it to me later, or the lady down the hallway, she will claim to, babysit my package all day, even though half the time she's like, I've been watching, making sure nobody stole your package all day. And I'm like, what package? I'm like, oh, the one that I got like 5 seconds after the delivery came. I show flash. So you definitely weren't babysitting it because I already stole it, and you're just like, meh, I'm over here watching it. Like, no, you're not, because it's already in this office, unpackaged. Most likely an action figure. So anyway, I'm expecting it on Sunday, and because sometimes they do just leave it downstairs, either on the step outside or just in the porchway. At least sometimes they'll bring it over to where the mailbox and stuff is. I want to do this. Delete. 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 Hey. Delete. So you got to be quick. You got to get down there. You got to be quick. You got to get your packages as soon as they show up. So usually, whatever day it says, I'm about a day or two before. I'm just like, all right, I'll just every few hours, basically, just obsessively going downstairs to check to see if it's a package has showed up. Because very recently, the lady downstairs, she had a package show up, and instead of delivering it inside the building, it was just thrown on the lawn in a puddle, no less. So the super's like, keep an eye out. The delivery people are getting less and less consistent with their random choice of where to leave things. Anyway, this is way too much backstory that is unnecessary. We all know how packages work. Oh, what's wrong with me? So anyway, I hadn't started going downstairs to check for the package yet because I wasn't expecting it and it was still too soon. So I missed the email that said, your package is out for delivery on Thursday. For some reason, I keep trying to flag them and tag them as just like, leave these in my inbox, please. But because there's so many different delivery, facilities in the world, your phone can't keep track. I don't know. But it was one that was, usually in my phone, etc. It shouldn't have gone to junk mail. But most of the time when it says, your package is out for delivery, it goes into my junk mail, and I don't check my junk mail very often unless I'm genuinely expecting something. So towards the end of the day, I look over at my phone. Hey, I haven't checked my mail in a long time. What if I look at my email and see what one of these emails are? Maybe it's not just more random spam or the same 65 notifications of Voxney and, like 4 other people going on live on their stream. Yeah, let's do it like this. This is the longest way of telling this story. Crepix! Hello. So anyway, it says, like, your package has been delivered. Like, what? This is Thursday. It's so early. There's a photo. Of a box in the porch downstairs. And, like, I recognize that place. It's right downstairs. Oh, and it was only, like, 20 minutes ago. So fine. Like, 25 minutes at most. It was left downstairs, and I walked from my apartment down one flight of stairs, and I could see the porch is empty, and just like, it can't already be gone. It was only 20 minutes. And I look outside, like, because, maybe somebody just decided to throw it into the front lawn, because apparently that's a thing that people do. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. When things are terrible enough, or you just gotta laugh, weed killer. You just gotta laugh. So anyway, yeah, I look everywhere. And there's nothing. And I look at my phone again, and it's just like, yep, that's a picture. And I'm like, maybe it's the back door, maybe it's downstairs. Like, I searched all around the building, and just because it was like, yeah, sometimes your packages get thrown around. So I'm like literally just like wandering around, expecting to at least see like an empty box. Like, you know, whoever this is, I want them to at least like open the box, seeing that it was, you know, I assume nothing useful for them. But I also was like, you know, it was only a handful of dollars. It was like $4, $6, something like that. So it was like, whatever, I don't care. I'm not reporting it as missing because they'll just send it again and I won't be here because now I really will be gone for Christmas. So then it really will definitely get stolen. So it's just like, well, sad face. That sucks. And Sergeant Breacher and a Gok Turk, or Gyok I don't know what the umlauts do to letters pronunciation. Kevin, pay attention. So whatever, I opened my phone back up and was like, hey, how would you rate your delivery? And I was just like, sad face. Hey, would you like to make a comment? Yep, they dropped off my package down in a high traffic area. They didn't ring the bell. There's like literally right next to the bell that is so loud that you can hear it throughout the whole building. But they didn't ring the bell. They didn't anything. But I mean, you know, there was an email. I should have. I can still blame myself. So just like, well, whatever. That's sad. Package wasn't here. And just forgot about it. It's also like not important. Like literally just use some little batteries for. Can I reach? I don't know if I have the. If I can reach the switch. Nope. There we go. So I got this transformer model kit thing because it's got like some somewhat articulated hands, and I'm like, this is gonna be great to animate. It's very like so articulated that it's just like, how does that guy on Instagram animate with these so great? But I haven't animated anything with them yet, but I wanted to see how the lights worked. But there's a little light inside, and then there's a magnet in here that turns on the little light in his head or makes it flash. Turn off. There we go. But they didn't have any little batteries, so I ordered $4 worth of tiny little batteries. So I wasn't super put out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect my life other than, but it was there. It was right there. It was, 30 feet away. So I was like, well, whatever. Disappointed, go online, complain about it. And Primo's watching Transformerzoids right now. They're more than meets the eye. The Autobots wage their battle to defeat the evil forces of bad deliveries. So anyway, eventually managed to forget about it. Bina, TikTok blocky for Zerger. So then, most of these are the facts. You took a picture of it. Did the delivery person just take a picture and just walk away with it? Because anyway. Then Sunday came. All right, and my music is doing that thing where it's decided I'm not playing past this one song. If we go down here, see if you'll play more songs in a row from there. Meow. So anyway, Sunday comes along. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, when it was supposed to be delivered. I get no notifications. I don't have an email that says your package is out for delivery. I'm not expecting a package. Why would I get one of those emails? I don't get a package that says your package has been delivered because I already got that email. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, 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 my super is knocking at my door in the loud way that he is prone to knocking on my door. And I go to look in the peephole, and he's just like, it's just me. It's me. It's just Kevin. Am I the super of your building? Am I in control of your heat and power and water? Different Kevin. So he's all like, it's just me. And I open the door, and he pulls a box out, or whatever. He's holding a box, and he's just like, hey, is this breakable? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that? Why do you have a box? And you're asking me if it's breakable or not. And he was like, yeah, he's like, the delivery guy, literally, he's like, I just came up to the building, which is true. Like, I, could hear his truck, all the things. So it's like, he's not the one, he's usually the one keeping an eye out for everybody. He's a relatively good guy, in spite of some of the horrible things that he believes in. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, dog. I don't know what this is. It was like, there's no way what you're holding in your hand right now is the thing that was delivered and then disappeared, several days ago. There's no way. But I also didn't order anything else. I don't know what this is. It looks exactly like the box from the picture. Speaking of being old, I think I literally just threw my shoulder out by shrugging too hard. Just a bit of pain. Hi, Mustafa. I'm not making anybody a mod for anything. That's not how anything works. I'm drawing a picture of a husky over here. If you think I have the powers to do things, then, Whose song is that remembered? At random serpentine, through fatty clothes emerging, some other thought is thinking, this light shines above the houses on the ground. This illumination visited upon the whole land, unmarked helicopters. And I forgot the rest of the words, but Voxney is probably still out checking out the overhead helicopters. Hopefully everything is cool. So yeah, anyway, I open up the box, and it is the delivery from several days ago. I go to my account to see, hey, what's going on here? And the thing that said it was delivered on Thursday now says it was delivered today. Or, well, whatever, on this particular Sunday. And it's been, I forgot about it for a while. But through all of Christmas, it's just like, I just don't understand. Like, the only thing that makes sense in my head is the driver did take it, opened it up, and was like, oh, I don't want this. This isn't worth anything to me. I just stole $4 worth of nothing. And then brought it back, and then remarked it as delivered. Like, I can't figure it out. Because it was here, and then it was gone. And the super saw somebody deliver it, so it definitely did come and go. But then also fairly recently, Pippa, please, hello. It's been a while since there was a Pippa, please. All right, I'm getting too finicky with these lines. But that's what I do. But anyway, yeah, I've seen, the odd post here and there, or at least one post that was basically the same thing where somebody was like, hey, My package was delivered. There's a picture. I, saw it delivered, and then it was gone, and then it showed up again, several days later. And I guess my question is that a Mothman prophecy? Is this Mothman's? Is that what this is? I don't think you know what a Mothman is at all. I mean, I don't know much. All I know is about that bridge thing. I want to say Richard Gere thought a Mothman in a movie once, but beyond that, I don't know. A Slenderman? Perhaps a Slenderman is stealing and returning packages. Hey, remember me? Here we go. Maybe it was just a friendly cat, just checking things out, running around, having a good time, and then just brought it back. Just a friendly, fun time cat. Everything's good. Everything's great. Don't steal stuff, Milo. Please don't steal. I've been using Streamlabs for about 3 years, and I'm telling you, it's really good. You hear? I added an extra word to complete the rhyme, although it still wasn't great. It's acceptable and fine. All right, let's... I still don't like this mug. All right, I don't speak Spanish or whichever that is, but I believe that says, why is your chat not functioning on YouTube and Facebook? You're going to want to go to the Discord support or just streamlabs.com/support, I think is the link. It was so loud that they heard it in the crowd that was miles away. I'm not proud, I'm not worried, but I am a little bit hurried? I don't know. Are you playing the same song again? For the love of fun. All right, you know what? No more music. No more music. All the music will come from me, if need be. I don't know what the issue is, but I kind of know what the issue is. I know it's not my fault, but it's semi my fault for the way that I have things set up. Oh, it's so deadly silent without the music. Lock and load gaming. Lock and load gaming. No, those are transformer words or sounds. We gotta lock and load and get down this road. We got a bunch of zombies or Fortnite goats. I don't know. We gotta take them on and get to the win. If it's a game with water, gotta learn how to swim. Gonna lock and load and play the game. We gotta rack these bullets. No need to explain. We don't have time right here. We gotta go to the future and shoot the things that cause us to need sutures. Ooh, crime cows. You gotta check on them with helicopters, 'cause those crime cows could be... I don't have a rhyme for helicopters. Question, when is the AI support coming? If I named that right. I don't know. I feel like that's something I kind of should know at this point. I believe more of the perfecting of it is next week or something, some sort of presentation. But yeah, I don't know enough about it. Other than, I'm an old man, so I'm afraid of the AI stuff. I'm afraid. Corbin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, baby. Corbin's got a baby, but it's baby number 1. Now he's counting to 5 just for baby fun. And then alphabeting and ABCs and learn to do your taxes, 'cause taxes will take you to your knees. I'm 54, so I don't feel old, but when I go outside and my knees get cold, so I know it's going to snow soon, 'cause my knees will not lie. Something typhoon. Meow. Oh my. What's up with me? I don't make sense, just making sounds and trying to pay my rents. Gonna put some color up in here, and then we'll grab a different color line so it'll disappear. Highlights and shadows make it pop, giving it style and shape, and don't flop. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Looks like some threads. Now, what is this? All right, there's a GIF in my work chat that's possibly calling me an old man, a cranky old man, which is true. Or it's making fun of something else. Perhaps I'm not the cranky old man today, he said in his cranky old man voice. Oh, what are the other stories? I've had so many things. I haven't streamed here in so long. There's definitely 100 dumb little stories that I didn't write down. Because why would I? This is not my job, is it, to tell stories here, is to draw some pictures. But I can't sit in silence. I gotta make noise. I gotta make noise with words. And if I don't think of a specific thing to talk about or a story or something, then I'm just doing what I'm doing right now. Just saying words and not getting to anything, not going anywhere forward or backward in time. What about that thing? Remember there was a thing, something crazy happened where it was like, oh, that's weird. And you were like, oh, it should have been weirder, right? I know, that's what I'm trying to remember, Kevin. Stop infiltrating my mind with half-remembered nothingness. Oh, I remember. It's been a long time getting from there to here. It's been a long road. Oh, actually, you know what I forgot? Okay. Maybe not. I was like, I think I'm also streaming to TikTok, but since I'm just a guy that works at Streamlabs, I didn't log in. It's a whole stream of hey, who's got the two-factor authentication for this? Somebody, I'm going to log in, then send me the code so I can put it in. Somebody else do this thing. And I don't use TikTok, so it's just not a thing I think about. I don't know what the echolali is. E. coli? It's not a coli. Pretty sure that's not how you spell a coli. Um. Oh man, forgot what. Oh yeah, I remember it again. So this is not a story. This is such a non-story, but the way I say things always turns into an epic pile of nonsense anyway. But I think I want to say Saturday, maybe Sunday. Trying to convince myself to work on that stop motion pile of stuff that I showed earlier over on that side of the room. I say that side of the room. I can literally touch it from here. And the problem with doing stop motion is I like it once I sit down and start moving some things around. Yay, I'm making things move with my mind, technically, and, multiple hundreds of frames. But getting started, i.e., that is, actually sitting down, getting things into position, putting a pile of clay and blue tack on everything's feet, duct taping the camera and the light tripods to the floor, making sure nothing moves as best I can before I start animating something, and then, getting the camera set up, trying to get the focus. Which lenses do I put on? I don't know anything about lenses. I just have 4 lenses, and I try them and see which one looks good. I don't know what I'm doing. I've just been making all of this up for my whole life. Yes, technically I learned it in school, but that was a long time ago. The repeating sounds phrase, echolalia. Echolalia. Can you say that again? So every single time I decide I'm going to do a little stop motion thing, whether it's an actual project of some kind, like some kind of short that has a beginning, middle, and end, or just like I just want to make this move. That is all. I just want to make my inner child who always wanted to do stop motion happy, because it's like I've been ignoring little Curtis for so long. He needs to make an action figure move. So gaming. I hope you're good. So gaming. You're probably better than so good. All right, I wasn't talking about stop motion. So anyway, whenever I start something like that, then I'm just like, I just don't, it's too many things, and I just overwhelm myself, and it's like, I better go do some chores. I have to go procrastinate. So it is like dishes to get done, or I'm going to go to the grocery store, get a few things. Hey, didn't I need some bristle board to use as a green screen for this? No, I didn't. I got other stuff to use as a green screen. I've got a big green screen cloth that is too cheap, and it sucks. So I was like, yeah, let's get something solid. Let's see, maybe it'll help, but it's unnecessary. All just reasons to postpone the actual act of doing stop motion, even though I really want to. So anyway, I end up at the mall, wandering around the mall, looking here, looking there. It's like, don't buy any more toys. You don't need any more toys. You haven't animated any of the toys that you've bought already. There's still Optimus Prime sitting over there, waiting and begging to be animated. Just don't. Still gotta go check out the toys, though. Like, of course, you gotta go check out the toys. Gotta go down to the EB Games, or whatever it's called now. GameStop. That's also not what it's called. Is it GameStop still? I don't even know anymore. But still, just gotta check it out, see what's there. And I did get things done. Like the procrastination was, at least, the dishes got done. Some furniture got dusted. Things were put away. Maybe I set the robot vacuum to do some robot vacuuming. I don't remember. But either way, things that don't matter. So anyway, I'm at the mall, wandering around for a little bit. I can't really stand hanging out at the mall for more than a few minutes anyway. Occasionally, I'll run into my friend Gabe that works there, and I'll talk to Gabe for a bit. But Gabe was not there, so I was like, all right, Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. And then as I walked past the athletic store, I realized and thought, oh yeah, that's where I got my sneakers that I'm wearing right now that I like a lot. And they are currently rotting away from my feet as we speak. Like, it's just getting to that point where it's like I can kind of feel the ground on my heels and water gets in. So maybe, Simbemk, Simabemk, land on the king, Pippa, please. The king can sing. What's up? And can you draw something that I saw? Yes and no. Just to reiterate, if you want to suggest or request something for me to draw, I've taken way too long on this husky already, but it's been a while since I've done a stream. But yeah, go to the Twitter post, that's me and Kevin, or the Blue Sky post, that's the same, and it says, hey, suggest your idea in the comments below, and then that way there's a trail, a history for me to check to see what it was that you wanted, because the chat goes by pretty quick sometimes. And let's go a little lighter here. And then, next week sometime, when I render these out or whatever, Eric, who runs the social media, will post it there as a reply, and then it's yours. What about Blue Sky? Simbemka. Oh, I mostly just draw myself most of the time. If you scroll through my Instagram, most of the comic strips that I draw are about me and my imaginary cat, who, used to be a real cat. Now he just exists in the ether of my mind. Once again, I find that offensive. I'm standing right here. Look at this. This is a real mug. If I wasn't real, how would I be holding this real mug in my hands? And then, if I wanted to, I could drink out of it. I'm not going to right now because I don't feel like it. But if I did feel like it, I would and I could. Perhaps you lost the animation of me drinking out of it. But regardless, it happened. I remember it. So that's Milo. He's a jerk. Oh, man. Why? What was I? Oh, yes. So anyway, I go in to the sporting goods store, and I see right on the top rack of the shoes, I'm just like, oh, that's my sneaker. Because, usually if I find a sneaker that I like, I either go back right away and get another pair, so when the pair that I have rots away, I will have the same pair still, because I'm that sort of maniac. I have so many of this specific hoodie. It's only 2 now, but I've had several other colors, but this color feels and fits different than the other colors, so it's like this one and the gray ones, and I've got some blue ones and some green ones that are just like, why are you not the same? Get out of here. Are you regretting all the things that you just said about, your neuroses and obsession with having a shirt that you can rewear all the time, but have it still be a clean new shirt? You crazy? Yep, that's what's going on inside my head, Kev. Thanks for pointing it out. And that's what I'm here for. Anyway, finish this drawing. Get to the next one, please, and thank you. Sorry, Kev. Sorry. So anyway, I got mildly excited. It's like, that's my sneaker. It's right there. I'm gonna rebuy the same sneaker again, 2 years later. It was only slightly different. There's a little line on the sole. What's the side walls? I don't know what those are called, but the side of the thing, and there's one little dark line, and instead of it being up here, it's down there. Perfect. Still great. Super excited. But the dumb part of this that makes it not a story and makes it nothing at all. It just makes it a dumb little visit inside my mind. Part of me was genuinely kind of like, this is going to be kind of adorable and fun when I'm just like, hey, can I have this shoe in a size 9? And they'll be like, hey, you're already wearing this shoe. And I'd be like, I'm crazy. Just here to buy the same shoe, and I'll come back again next year and buy whatever the newest version of this same shoe is, if they haven't discontinued it yet and started making something completely different. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It was like forever just standing there, just like holding a shoe. I'm in the I'm in the shoe section holding a shoe like a psychopath. Clearly, I would like somebody to help me get the proper size of this shoe. Hello, Mrs. Pummelhorse. I'd like to get down now. And oh yeah, no. My mom gave me a hoodie one year. Pippa, and same thing where it was just like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna look it up. You know, she just doesn't order stuff, so it came from a local store. I'm gonna look up where this thing came from, and then I'm gonna order myself 100 of this hoodie. And I did, and by 100, I ordered like one more. But yeah, I was just waiting forever, and then when the lady finally came over, actually I left. I was like, all right, they're busy with somebody else. They're on the phone. They're doing 100 other things. So I was like, all right, I'm going to take another little walk around the mall, and I'm either going to get tired of procrastinating and go home and animate, or I'm going to come back and I'm going to get some service. And I'm going to get my dumb little adorable moment of, hey, you're one of these psychos that rebuys the same shoes all the time. And it was just like, I mean, you know, you've all got a shoe stores. And they're usually just like, let me help you out about this, about that. And this time it was just like, nobody cared. It was like, I've never been so customer serviced in a shoe buying situation in my entire life. All 65 million years of it. Oh, I'm a Deinonychus. Looking for a streaming deal, please, someone. I don't know what that means. You seem like a spam robot. So yeah. Anyway, like I'm saying. It's like I was saying, it's not a story. It's not interesting. It's not anything. It's just a weird, you know, such a dumb thing to be disappointed by. And an equally as dumb thing to be excited by. All right, I'll put a thick outline. Boop, drop that behind. And there, boop, boop, ba-doo. Wow. I was off calling kiddos school to see about delivering cupcakes next week, 'cause schools need cupcakes for bake sales and such. When I took my son shoe shopping, we got every pair in his size and a second of the next one up, so there. I did used to just absolutely hate shoe shopping as a kid. Because that's just felt like, all right, try everything. Try on everything. Like, I don't care. We're not going to get anything. I can't afford anything cool anyway. Why is this not refreshing properly? Why is the internet against me? Ooh. All right, I'm going to copy this one real quick. Where was I keeping my notes? Paste. And paste. All right, this one says, there we go. Sad boy turtles, TTV. A super angry turtle smashing a console. It's been a while since I've drawn a turtle, so I feel like drawing a turtle. I also want to draw the other one that's there. What time is it? Oh, all right, let's see. Let's see how fast I can do this. Ah, birthday cupcakes. That's pretty cool, actually. Like, you know, people who take the time to be considerate of other people has gotten to be such a magical thing in the world lately. I mean, you know, I feel like my whole life it's still kind of a like, oh, hey, somebody's being nice. Isn't that a refreshing change? But sometimes just like, oh wow, being considerate, it's great when somebody's considerate. And it's just like, hey, I'm gonna bring a bunch of cupcakes over. Just want to make sure I don't kill anybody, as opposed to a lot of the moms that I grew up with, / you know, some of my friends who are friends with moms that are just like, what? I can't just slather my kid in peanut butter, throw a bunch of peanuts at him, and send him to school? What? Come on. Kid's got to toughen up. Like, that's attempted murder. That's attempted murder. Like, come on. Accommodate me. Come on now. GG Gamer Pro. How do you go? Gonna be a pro gamer that you know. What are you gaming at and winning? Please, can you tell us how you win with such ease? I wish I blew my nose before the stream, cause I constantly feel like I have to sneeze. Alright, Turtle, smashing a console. Which console? Sad Boy Turtle, are you in the chat by any chance? I know you've been here before. Maybe it'll just be a nondescript console. Alright, Angry Turtle smashing. Turtle smash. Turtle smash. Start with a circle. Then look off and think, how many times have I had a drink of water? Yes. I've looked over my water about 1,000 times. And thought, ooh, I could go for some of that right now. Too bad it's way over here, well within reach. I mean, realistically, it's, hey, too bad I can't stop talking to take a drink of water. Red bean bitter cream. We got red bean bitter cream. We got some snowmen on the hype scene. They're having a good time. And you know what that means. It's time for the red bean buttercream. Making dessert and making it lean, but not really because it's buttercream. Fun fact, I almost got mauled by a dog a few days ago. That was a fun fight for my life. Luckily, I knew what to do. Oh, man. Ooh, a good tutorial. Custom. Ooh, I just realized what that says. Custom. That's an awesome and fun way to spell custom. I love that. I want to say, honestly, if just going to the Streamlabs YouTube channel, there's a guy whose name I keep forgetting, who does a bunch of, he's got an easy name to remember and everything. But he, shows like the quickest, simplest way to set most of the things up. But there's a bunch of other people as well that make a lot of really great little tutorials. If you literally just search Streamlabs desktop scene configuration, there's almost definitely somebody that's just like, hey, here's how you do all that stuff. And there's going to be, a 20-minute version, an hour-long version, and like a 2-minute version. And most of the time, the 2-minute version gives you everything you need. because it's relatively simple. Not playing music. Don't know why. Don't know why I have my headphone anymore. All right, turtle. Turtle, turtle, rah, rah, rah. Turtle, turtle, ha, ha, ha. Rough and sketchy, filthy sketch. Starboy Gaming 007. 007, what do you do? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, nothing more terrifying. Nothing more terrifying than being run down by a dog. Because I mean, I don't know. Like I have the problem where it's just like I can't fight. I can't fight a dog. Just like, oh, I'm in the wrong. You deserve to eat me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for existing, puppy dog. And you're just doing your thing, protecting yourself or your home, your area, whatever it is. And even if it is just like, hey, you're just the crazy dog of the neighborhood who mauls people. Like when I grew up, you grew up in that era where it was just like, this is the dog that's outside. If he gets loose, children run away. You get to your grandmother's house, bang on the door, get inside before this dog eats you. His name is Sergeant. He's deadly, and he hates you all. He hates you all. Oh, I was so afraid of Sergeant. But Sergeant had a brother, and on the other, directly on the other side of the road was Sergeant's brother, whose name was Bud, and he was everyone's buddy. This dog was never tied down. He would fetch anything. He would do backflips. He was just the most lovable, friendly dog in the world. But since they were both, German Shepherds that kind of looked the same, like from a distance, you're just like, oh no, is that Bud or is that Sergeant? Like, hey, Bud. And if you were just like, hey, Bud was just like, hey, I'm coming over. But it was also like, hey, Bud. No, it's Sergeant, and I'm charging you down. You better run to your grandmother's house. But yeah, those were Sandlot days. There was also another dog that was like this big, that same deal where it's just like, well, I'm not going to haul off and kick this tiny dog, but it is trying to murder me every time I go through this one path between like school and my house or whatever. And I'm like, I refuse to fight back against this dog, so I will get bitten occasionally, but it was, a small enough dog that it's like, it's fine. I might get yelled at for having bite marks in my clothes. But that doesn't matter. I'm going to get yelled at for stuff anyway. And nobody ever believes anything that you say. Like one time, I can't remember now, but I was doing something. It was still some kind of school-related thing. I was working on a mural, I think, at the high school, which was a very long bike ride from my home. But I was like, you know what? I can do this. This isn't that far. Lots of other people bike or even just walk this far, so no big deal. So I did. I took my bike super far away, but then at a certain point I'm just like, I want to go home, and I don't want it to take a long time, so I'm going to bike home as fast as humanly possible. And I did. So fast. All the DJs were saying, damn, if riding a bike was a drug, I would have been selling it by the gram. But I did not keep my composure when it was time to get loose. But anyway, there was a sign, like just a road sign. I don't know what I'm trying to mime here, but like, the Kevin, you're in the way. But whatever, the pole and then the sign, but the pole was bent and the sign was like bent and all twisted, and it's just like, a jagged piece of thick, roadside aluminum, just not that not that high, not that low. So when you're whipping past it or under it on your bike, you just had to duck, or I had to duck. And I did, and I ducked, and everything was fine. I didn't have my head cut off. But the hood on my flimsy little windbreaker or whatever jacket that I had hooked it, and it just exploded my hood. Like basically just hung myself, bike went down. I got, pulled back by the neck. But in that process, just my hood just tore to shreds, just ribbons. And I'm just like, well, whew, I didn't die. That was definitely close in some way. Like I didn't hang myself. I managed to get out of that with merely a destroyed hood on, what is essentially a cheap windbreaker from the 90s. So for whatever reason, either I was supposed to go to my grandmother's or I just stopped at my grandmother's to visit. I don't know. But I got to my grandmother's before I went home and just telling her, just like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe, like, this just happened. And my grandmother was super nice. Like, she was one of the few of the grandparents that I wasn't terrified of. That wasn't super mean. And she was just like, you were in a fight. I'm like, what? No, I just told you what happened. No, you were in a fight. You're like, who were you fighting with? Like, what were you up to? It was like, no. I was painting a mural. Like, do you guys not know I'm not like everybody else in the family? I don't go getting into fights. I avoid everything. I sit in my room and draw and try to be quiet all the time. But still, any remote thing happens, and it's just like, oh, you're out running the roads, starting fights, causing trouble, burglarizing things. Like, I was doing, like, community work, technically, volunteering my time for free to paint a mural on a building. And then I was, trying to get home at a decent time, so you're not like, oh, you're out all night all of a sudden. It's just like, it's, after 5:30 in the evening. But it was just like, it's stuck with me forever. That was so long ago, and it's still stuck with me. We're just like, you were in a fight, you're lying. I don't know why you're lying. And I'm like, no, I swear, like, look, like, this is clearly, like, it was like cut, like, you can see a sharp piece of metal. I was like, I'm over here looking for sympathy for surviving something that scared me. And you're just like, oh, no. But I mean, same thing, like, when I was, I don't know, mid to late 30s, something like that. I don't even know why. I can't, for the life of me, think of why it came up. But out of nowhere, I remember my aunt just being like, you dye your hair. And it's like, what? It's like, you dye your hair. Like, how often do you dye your hair? I'm just like, what? It was like, I've dyed my hair twice in my whole life. And that was like when I was 19 and 20. And both times it was dumb. And I also just basically dyed it this color because my hair was just too dark to dye a different color. But, that's what a bunch of people were doing. It was like, let's dye your hair. Like, all right. And it was just kind of, hey, it would be cool. Like, what if it was like blue-black instead of black? Like, yeah, that sounds fun. And it was like, this looks weird. There's definitely a weird blue sheen to this that I don't like. So anyway, like, trying to, like, convince my aunt, who I'm just like, again, I was like, I'm not your ex-husband. I'm not my dad. I'm not any of the men in the family who are, compulsive liars, which we're all aware of. I was like, I'm telling you, this is what color my hair is. And, and her just being like, I've been dyeing my hair, since I was 12. So I know. And I'm like, then why wouldn't I do anything about my beard then? This is the place where I have gray hair, is here. And I let that go. So why wouldn't I? And if you really peek, like, you're going to find some gray hairs, I'm sure. But either way, it's just like, yeah, no, this is just what color my hair is still. Just like my grandfather and my dad before me, it was just like, their hair was jet black until the day they died. All right. I have an idea in my head. But is it working? Shell. Around the shell. So I'm trying not to draw a Ninja Turtle as well. Are we related? Honestly? Well, you're from like Montreal or Quebec or something, or at least Montreal or Quebec. Somewhere in Quebec, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, which if so, there is a slight chance that you might be related to my aunt's new husband, which, yes, would make us related in some way. Hmm. Thinking. You're thinking about starting over with the turtle again, aren't you? You don't like it, but it's basically there. Just, clean it up. It'll be fine. It will be fine, Sarah. I just don't know. I don't know, Kev. I don't know. It's like the foreshortening is just not. Oh, you know what? It's the angle. I think I wanted more front on is what I was going for, but then I went this way instead, and you don't care. I don't. I just want it to be done. It's 3:30. Finish this one before 4 o'clock so you can do a third one, please. All right, I'm gonna. Let's take it out a new door. Angry mouth. Roar. Turtle nose. Big angry eyebrows. Roar. Damn it, I keep drawing real necks and real body parts. That's not how Smurfs are born, and you know it. Snap, snap, snap. Snap and crackle and pop. I'm gonna break this console and we won't stop. All right, that's a sketchy mess, but it's more what I was going for. Who's that black block? Oh, this? I'm Kevin. It's me, Kevin. I'm a logo of a company, and also, I'm adorable and fun. And, I keep this guy in his place and make sure he's working instead of just doing silly voices and pretending to be imaginary characters. Kevin, Actually, I don't know if you can see right about there. It's hard to see. Will this work? There's a little. magnetic Kevin on a lamp over there. Oh, wait, I got another one over here. And then they're shoulder buddies. And they have a little magnet, and you can put them on yourself. Well, now you're absolutely wasting time. You're literally staring like an idiot into the camera while wearing a stuffed animal on your shoulder. Don't make me call Jeffrey. I will call Jeffrey. Jeff's not in charge of me anymore, and hey, Jeff's not in charge of me anymore, and you know it. But he definitely still has power over me. All right. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. Still, stop trying to draw that like a Ninja Turtle. I'm literally Googling gaming console. Maybe I'll do a PS5. Let's smash a PS5, shall we? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, let's make this a little bit lighter. And then we'll make some clean lines a little bit tighter. And boop. Let's go with a 6. Yeah, 6 sounds good. Alright, let's go with 4. Why? It was just me. Alright. Let's go with 3 then. Just didn't seem to be getting smaller. Oh yeah, a good chunk of the holiday ones were not by me, but they were pretty awesome. I just finished a handful of a few Valentine's ones that will be going up probably today. I still have one more I have a revision on that I'll probably whip through after this stream real quick. And then back to the trying to remember the other thing I was working on. Back to the gotta get back in time. All I wanted to do was remember that thing I was doing. Don't take me away. I don't mind. Long as you promise me, I'll remember that thing just fine. Nope, not coming to me. St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, collectibles. Gotta do some custom stuff for somebody. That's next week. Oh yeah, there was some sort of emote giveaway. So somebody won the opportunity to request a custom emote, or 2 or 3. I don't remember what it is. So I'll be doing that. But I did also see. Don't look at me like that, Kevin. I realize I should be well aware of these things, and I kind of am. But I saw a post from Streamlabs that was like, hey, it's Streamlabs, like Winterfest fun time in the winter. We're doing some winter stuff, and you can like win some things and get some deals and whatnot, 'cause winter. And one of the things from a few days ago was, hey out there, go to this link and enter this thing here, whatever it is, or can you find the hidden Kevins on the website or something? And the prize was, hey, and one of our illustrious Streamlabs artists will draw you some custom emotes. And I'm just like, wait, no, nobody told me about this. I assume they're talking about me. Because usually it's very rare somebody else does the custom emotes for anybody. I was like, all right, I guess I'll have to keep this in my hat and make sure I remember that somebody's going to be asking for some custom emotes. Not that this is out of the ordinary thing to expect. That is 100% my job. Is I need something. Okay, I'll go make it now. Of course, sometimes my job is, hey, do you have time to do this? And I'm just like, no, I do not. Can you try anyway? Okay, then. Like before Christmas, genuinely, what was stuck in my head, which I'm not even sure. I think it's a song. I'm gonna put song in quotes, but it's just one of those kids show songs. I'm not sure. It might have been just one of those ones that's like, hey, it's just a kid's song that you sing in school and whatever. But I in my head, I think it was a Sharon, Lois, and Bram, the elephant show. Was that what that was called? Pretty sure it was just a Canadian thing. I don't think it made its way around the world. But it's just a dumb kid show with dumb kid songs. But occasionally there was some animation. There was some puppetry. So I still had to see it. You do know? Oh wow! I mean, they definitely traveled around, like like a Rafi or who's the other guy? Fred Penner. I think Fred Penner was probably more Canadian specific. I don't imagine he went too far worldwide. But anyway, leading up, I was just really, really trying to do an art stream before Christmas. Just like I really need to. Like it seems insane to not at least have one day where I make some stuff for people before the Christmas season, before the holidays. And they just always kept being like, oh, but this Christmas thing. What about this thing for this whatever? And then this after Christmas thing. And I'm like, oh, man. All right. Yeah, let's all get it done. No worries. But at a certain point, for, a week, 2 weeks straight, oh, Ryan. Sharon, Lois, and Bram raised a lot of us. Those Canadians, anyway. Part of me thinks they came to my school once, but that seems crazy. It's definitely plausible and possible. But anyway, leading up to Christmas, it got stuck in my head, and I couldn't get it out, and I'm going to inflict it on you right now. But literally, I just kept thinking, hi, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory. And one day, my boss comes up to me and says, hi, Joe, are you busy? I says, no. He says, can you push the button with your right hand? And then in the song, Sharon, Lois, and Bram, it is them. It is them. That's who I remember. Maybe it's not their song, but I do absolutely remember Sharon, Lois, and Bram doing the hand pushing in the air. And then it's just like, so he's pushing with one hand and just like, hi, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory. And one day, Jeff comes up to me and says, hi, Joe, are you busy? I says, no. Can you push the button with your left hand? And hi, my name is Joe. And it just keeps going like that. Can you push the button with your foot? Can you push the button with your other foot? Can you push the button with your head? Etc., etc. Roman Sanders. It's a song from childhood, and it's not good. It's stuck in your head, and it should. And Um, but that's the song. That's all it is. It just keeps going and going. Like the song that never ends. And I'm just like, there was just a few things where I'm like desperately trying to finish, and then whether somebody gave me something else to do, I just couldn't get that song in my head. I mean, it happens all the time. Uh, uh, where something like that, basically a song that I cannot handle. I mean, we all do it, but it's usually in those times when I'm just like, just got to get something done, just got to get something done, and then my brain is like, you know what else? Do 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 do. Calm down now, and then it's like, mana mana do 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 do. Ba da ba da. Do 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 do, and then it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. Even worse when the song that never ends gets stuck in your head. Like that's you might as well take some NyQuil and try to go to sleep because it's just not going away. Scoop and Doozy has been in the front of my brain. I don't know what Scoop and Doozy is. uh, we got the scoop. What? We got the doozy. Oh, it's a doozy and you just scoop it. Gonna get some ice cream. There's no need to be stupid. We got a scoop and I've already forgot. And doozy. Try not to get woozy. The other one used to drive Jacques both crazy at work, but also like he was the one that brought it up. And it was Camp Caribou. And it was just like, did you ever watch this show Camp Caribou? And I'm like, oh my God, yeah. And I was just like, I have so much of it memorized. It's like I hated every minute of Camp Caribou. I hated every single song. Everything about it was annoying, and I couldn't handle it. But for some reason, it was one of those shows that it was like, this is the show that's on. We only have a few channels, and here it is. And other people like loved it, and I thought it was like a real camp. I didn't realize it was just an awful, awful show. Uh, uh, um, I mean, even worse, like a lot of my kid show reference points are I was too old for. Because I still was like, I'm going to animation school. I got to watch everything that has any kind of stop motion, any kind of puppets, any sort of animation. Like just I watched it all still. Like the sheer volume of Shining Time Station that I watched. You're right to look away from me, Kevin. You're right to look away. It's embarrassing, because it wasn't good. It was by no means good, but I was fascinated by the weird puppetry of the trains and how it was just like, how is this? How does this all work? And then like one of my producers eventually like working on a show, he worked on Theodore Tugboat, which is like the boat version of Thomas the Tank Engine, and just talking about like making like stuff for the sets. Basically, as a puppeteer guy, just literally just like standing there in a pool of water all day. Just sounded awful, awful, awful. I never watched any Theodore Tugboat. That was well past my time. But but it was in college. Like genuinely, I was in college, and this guy, and it was like second year college too. Like so, I was old enough that I should have recognized something. But one of my friends was like, blah, 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 like George Carlin, blah, 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 George Carlin. Like, oh my God, George Carlin's so funny, so clever. Like, there's this, there's that. And I'm just like, yeah, whoever that is. Like, one of these days, like, you don't know who George Carlin is? Like, I don't know, maybe. I've seen lots of just random comedy, and I liked it, but it was like, I didn't, at the time, I just don't know who anybody is. Didn't memorize anybody, don't think about it. And then somewhere in that process, like this guy, and I'm just like, Mr. Conductor? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're talking about, like, literally just, like, this is the comedy bit about all of the swears. And, like, that is Mr. Conductor. Like, how is this legal? Like, that, you can have a job where you're just like, I'm the filthiest comedian in the world. But also, I'm the guy who hangs out with these children and tells them stories about trains. And I genuinely, I was obsessed, like, with both Ringo Starr and the name that I just said. I want to say it's been a long week, but it really hasn't. George Carlin. Um, like, I loved those two, and I can't remember. I want to say, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the lady who, like, ran the live action Shotting Time Station, like, I think I recognized her for something. There was something about her. I was like, she's the best. And then there was some other guy that would show up. I'm like these people are awesome. Like, this is the dumbest thing in the world, but I want to watch more of this. And literally, just like so many years later, like way too old. I mean, I wasn't 20 yet, but almost. And it'd just be like George Carlin, just like breaking my brain. Where it's just like, how, wow. And I mean, from that day, it was like, all right, it's like, we are getting every George Carlin video that exists, and that's what we're doing all weekend, is watching those. That's what we're doing. And that's what we did. And then you get old enough to realize, hey, why is this guy on everything? Why is he doing phone commercials? Like, he's like the biggest, phenomenon that exists. And then you find out, like, oh, yeah, here's the thing about people with coke problems. They spent all their money on coke, so they got to take every possible job, and that's why he's Shining Time Station. Now, why Ringo Starr was Mr. Conductor, I don't know. Like, I also was never a Beatles guy. No offense. Everybody loves the Beatles. I get it. I have nothing against the Beatles. My reference point for the Beatles was in, like, elementary school music class, Yellow Submarine and some other songs like that. It was like, those were our childish children's sing-along songs. And they were all very childish, kid songs as far as I was concerned. And then when I got older and people were like, I'm a music connoisseur, check out these Beatles songs. I'm just like, yeah, sure, this isn't a song for kids. And I mean, yeah, to me, like, the Monkees and the Beatles, they were the same. Hey, Ronnie, what you gaming today? Hey, Ronnie, are you gaming away? Hey, Ronnie, I hope it's sunny. Or at least not too windy. Ran out of words. You take that back. The Monkees were as real of a band as any band has ever been. Oh, man. The more you know. I mean, some of them do commercials to get more publicity, but mostly it's you hit a certain level where it's just like you get the most money from doing commercials. That's why I can't remember what it was. There was something a little while ago that the spokesperson was. It was somebody so huge. Somebody that was just like a multi-millionaire already, and they were just like, they're young and they don't need to do anything. But it was for some sort of product that was just like, hey, this like face wipe or whatever. Something super simple and relatively cheap. And I was just like, remember, I keep seeing this commercial. I'm like, no. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, if so-and-so, maybe it was Zendaya. I think it was like, if Zendaya, if she is the spokesperson for this thing, then this thing is wildly overpriced. Like, this is insane. Like, this is such a very cheap, simple thing, whatever it was. That if you're getting this person who definitely is at that point was just like she's definitely getting several $1,000,000 for any project she does. She's gigantic right now, and that is why, because it is just like, oh well, everybody likes this person, throw them in a commercial, and they pay for it like those Anthony Starr commercials where he's playing those fake video games. They're like, no, this one's actually real. Huh? I did this. Like, it looks like the cheapest. Just film it on your phone. We don't care. You just say these lines. Your heart is not into it. We don't care. He definitely got so much money for those. Like, he's either good friends with the people developing it, or he got paid so much money. And also, here's a quick question. Anthony Starr has a he's not American, right? Like he has like a British or Australian accent or something, which I didn't realize. I didn't realize forever. Like this is a very recent thing that I realized, like just before those weird fake commercials started coming out. I say fake commercials. Supposedly it was a real game. Everything was real. I don't know. But he's using his American accent in those commercials. Then I'm just like, did I imagine? His name's Anthony Starr, right? Did I imagine that Anthony Starr, Homelander from The Boys, did I imagine that I suddenly just saw a bunch of commercials where I'm like, is every American superhero actually British? Because it was literally just 2 days ago when I saw a clip of Charlie Cox saying something, and I didn't realize he also was an American. I'm like, what? It's just like, this guy's the greatest Daredevil ever, and he seems to be. Whatever, it's great. I kind of couldn't really get into the show. A lot of shows I just can't get into anymore. But he was awesome in She-Hulk, and I'm like, the new Reborn stuff probably will be fantastic. But it keeps like just fully shocking me when I'm like, oh yeah, like, hey, I'm Spider-Man, I'm from the Bronx. Only one of you who doesn't have this accent. This is amazing. But for the most part, always amazing. I usually don't know the difference. It was like 1,000 years had passed of watching Dr. Houses before I realized Hugh Laurie is a British guy. And a hilarious comedy British guy of all things. It's just like, what? This serious maniac? Oh, acting's crazy. New Zealand. That's probably right. Hi. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce CXA or Sha. Sha Gaming CXA. All right, I've drifted into a few tangents and haven't super been paying attention to the drawings. Trying to remember nostalgic things from my childhood, from our collective childhoods. Do you remember when a dog would go on adventures by himself and make friends across Canada? And he didn't have magic powers. But one time he helped Mike Myers catch some diamond robbers. That's the Littlest Hobo I'm referencing. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. It's Friday. It's Friday. Time to have a good time. Time to be silly. Time to enjoy. Can you drew my logo, brother? I am the Hulkster. I don't know how much more I'm going to get done today, but every week or so, sorry, just read a sentence, and it made me laugh. Oh, family. But yeah, next week I'll try to be here again. I'll try my best to do every Friday. But yeah, if you go to the follow Streamlabs on Twitter and or Blue Sky, and then when the post comes up, that's me and Kevin saying, hey, tell us what you want as a custom emote, and we'll draw it during the stream. And, you know, I still usually render them out big size, so you can use it as a logo if you want, or as an emote, depending on how or why you suggest it. But that is where the requests are done. And then the rest of the week, I spend making more Kevins and sometimes weird custom stuff for people. I was making some new emotes for and some overlay type things or whatever. Did I do emotes? I think I did some emotes for Nick A30 before Christmas. Just super fun. He's such a good, positive little guy. I know he's not a small child, but you're all small children to me, because I feel old, even though some of you are older than me. Freezer gaming in the winter time. All right, I'm putting too many details into this. Let's just put some lines in here, and then we'll make sure to put some debris and whatnot. There still needs to be a little swoopy line that cuts through. And then the rest we'll leave up to Sad Boy Turtle's imagination. Select. There we go. Because there's sad boy turtles all over the world. And it's okay because sadness happens. There can be only one true Kevin. I am the last one. Are you referencing Dragonheart? I am. It was a movie about a dragon who, was missing a piece of his heart. So, the title made sense. Remember that? That wasn't the worst movie in the world at all. I mean, when I saw it, opening week, yeah, best movie I'd ever seen. Best movie I'd ever seen, but, aside from Jurassic Park. First Jurassic Park, I will specify. But man, oh man, going back to watch it a second time, just wow, this movie sucks. Definitely still some good parts, but oh. All right, he's getting Ninja Turtle-y. Can't help it. Can't help it. It's an anthropomorphized standing up on two legs turtle. It's going to look a little bit like a ninja whether I like it or not. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I thought you made a bunch of cupcakes. Even better. Just order them, and they're done. You don't have to make a bunch of cupcakes. There can be only one Kevin in this place. Thunder and lightning up in your face. That's the quickening. When you're a Highlander dude, You're the only one, and I don't mean to be rude. I got some denim jeans and a big old coat. I got a sword that I will cut through your throat. Take off your head and lightning will shine, and I will be there, the last one. I'm feeling fine. Oh. You do realize the Highlander has like one of the best soundtracks outside of Flash Gordon? And you're just, oh, let me just make up the worst song in the world about denim jeans wearing, I forgot my denim jeans reference. I'm not going to say Canadian tuxedo because that I find that offensive for you on your behalf. But the other guy, Jay Leno, like some sort of Jay Leno Highlander reference there. That was a long walk, but we got there. You guys are terrible at having conversations. Just wanted to throw that out there. Thanks, Milo. Thanks. That's why Ripley's the sweetest angel. Yeah, but she doesn't have a camera on this street, does she? Does she? Where's Ripley? Yeah, you keep forgetting. So no Ripley here. That makes me the sweetest angel today. I'm the sweetest angel. I'm also here if anyone, needs some sort of injection of evil into the day. And, proclamations, etc. Skeletor. Guys, there's too many imaginary characters. I'm trying to draw a picture. Time is running out. Oh, red bean bitter cream. Damn it, that name is so fun to say. Just that emote pointing and saying kitty, just like that really hit me right in the feelings. Just adorable. Emotes are adorable, even though I'm making one that's kind of mean. Alright, shell. Boo, shell. Inside. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba da ba da ba ba da ba ba ba. Ba da ba 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 ba. Boop. I don't know what you're saying, but I hope it is all cool. Let's do this. Say that again. Oh, we've got it. Nope. We've got it. I can't think of I can't picture the John Hammond voice in my head. We've got a T-Rex. We've got a T-Rex. I think he's stuck to my printer. I got a John Hammond up here, and I have a T-Rex. I think I might have showed you guys before. I'm not sure if it's stuck down to the desk up there, so I don't want to risk pulling a pile of Funko Pops down on me just to get a big, giant Hammond collection Tyrannosaur. You want to know something cool that happens tomorrow? Thought you were going to say that happened tomorrow, because then the cool thing would be I invented time machines tomorrow, and then I came back to yesterday to tell you idiots about it. That we got to go back in time. All I wanted to do was play my guitar and sing. You can take me away, as long as you promise me we will be back in time. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da. All right, and then we'll put some smashy lines. But yes, What's happening tomorrow? Saturday's coming, Saturday's coming. Don't have to get out of bed, but I will. Maybe I'll draw some pictures and still take some action figures and make 'em move. Wait, you have Funko Pops taped to the sky? No, just my desk. There's a shelf, then there's another shelf up here above the monitors, and then there's a printer up there, and there's just a handful of Funko Pops, and I've just got the Ellie in the Jurassic Park Jeep, and Nedry, and then sexy Ian Malcolm, like laying down style, and then Grant on top of the back of the Jeep with just some blue tack, just so they don't all fall down every time the desk shakes, and a little John Hammond, and then the big Hammond collection Tyrannosaur. That, if you do check out my Instagram, I believe it's still pinned to the top. I can't remember which one's there now. It might be the Skeletor Leaving on a Jet Plane song pinned to the top now. But it's there. It's there. I animated it. They're just taped to the desk, not to the sky. But, I mean, well. Yeah, no, there's nothing hanging from my ceiling anymore. There was a time when there was. Oh, so much time is passing, and I've only drawn 2 emotes. My back hurts and I'm getting old. And I'm on the ropes. Let's add some color. That's not the color. Oh, where's the hole? There's a hole in the color. All right, that was it. Well, then I was just looking around at the chaos that is my room. Like I said, I show this every once in a while. Nothing can really... Oh, Kevin's in the way. But, like, that shelf there that has, like, way too many He-Man. And then I'm like, oh, then they released the cartoon version of the cartoon versions. So I got some of those now. I'm like, that's enough. There's still a few that I missed out on that I want. But, there's like a couple of the glider thing from the Masters of the Universe. And I'm like, I'm not hanging these from the ceiling. The Castle Grayskull I saw was like on sale for like, so cheap that I'm like, how could I not get this? And the answer was, because where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put it? And you've already built your own place for Skeletor. He's already got his own home there. So you don't need a Castle Grayskull. Again, I had it when I was a kid. There's no need to get the new one. But, oh, the temptation was there. Boop, bop, boop, boop, bop, boop. Wait, why is this blue lines? Didn't I make this black? Let's make it all dark green lines. Snap. In a lifeboat designed for 10, anything that's systematic will get you fated. Sad Boy Turtles! Sad Boy Turtles, looking at me. Sad Boy Turtles, as sad as can be. I hope those are all tears of joy when you're the saddest turtle boy. It's sadness of joy. Don't stop thinking about your turtles. Don't stop, they will soon be sad. 'Cause they're little and slow but not bad. And some know karate, some know karate. So here's the thing. to fill the silence with some noise that is my voice. I don't make anything for anybody for like Christmas anymore, for presents, especially Christmas anyway. Because I'm usually like every year for Christmas with most jobs that I've had. Yeah, I'm blaming you, Kevin. With most jobs that I've had, right before Christmas is when it's like, it's Christmas needs. We got to make something for this person. Blah blah blah. So it's like it's always just a frantic race to the finish line. That time of year. So the only thing that I make anymore is my best friend's one of her twins is into art. Her mom was also into art. She doesn't really do it anymore, but we went to, animation school together, and she was like, I hate this. I don't like animating. This is stupid. But she still occasionally draws a little bit. But the kid is just, like, obsessed and just, like, really, like, definitely, like, looks forward to, or at least is, like, so happy when I just do a quick little painting of something. And give it to her. Like I painted their cat one year, and then it was like, here's a unicorn. And it's like, oh, what's that kid into now? Blah blah blah. So it's the only person I make anything for, and then for her brother, just gets, here's some Nintendo gift cards. Go buy some V-Bucks and have a good time, and here's some socks. So before I went home, or came back home to my own home, like leaving my mom's home for Christmas, was like, all right, like I want to, stop by and drop off presents for you and the kids before I head back home. Where are you? What are you doing? And then, of course, I was mean. I was like, I finally finished the painting, because I didn't finish it before I left, and worked on it when I got home. Like at my mom's kitchen table, which just feels super awkward. I need to do my stuff in my own place. And Track is back. And maybe tapes things to the ceiling. They are just blue tacked down to the top of the desk so that they don't fall over, because Funko Pops are very top heavy, famously top heavy. They just fall over. But anyway, then it was just like, oh, like she finally wrote back, because I was like, all right, fine, like, where are you? I just want to drop off presents. Like, so it was like, I finally finished the kid's painting. It was like, if you're not around, like, fine, I'm throwing it in the trash. And then she like finally sent back a sad face, and was like, oh, sorry, like I just got up to go throw up for the like 300th time because I'm really sick. I was like, oh geez, like that sucks. I was like, all right, cool. Like, well, before I head out of town, I'm just gonna stop by. I know the code to get into your house. I'm just going to break into your house. I'm going to leave presents. I'll stop. I'll pick up some soup and some crackers and whatever for you guys. Or for you. I didn't realize the kids were also there. I thought they were at their grandmother's and she was just being sick on her own. Real men use a stapler. Lake and Matthew. Yep, this is a Turtles breaking a console for Sad Boy Turtles. I'm almost finished up for the day. I try to do as many things as I could, but I'll try my best to be back every Friday around, 3 hours, 2 hours before this time. And if you follow Streamlabs on on Twitter or Blue Sky, a post goes up on Fridays when we're about to do this, and it says, hey, what do you want? and then I grab from that list and I try to draw as many things as I can. Usually I get to 3, maybe 4. This week I'm clearly just getting to 2. But it's been a long time since I've streamed. So I'm, overthinking things, underthinking things, rethinking things. And just taking, too much time. Just taking too much time. Excellent. Next week will be Frog Week, as long as I don't get a bunch of work that keeps me from doing streams. Hey, select. I can see you there. Extra line. By the power of Grayskull. Turtle Smash. Smashing up consoles and having a good time. Filling in all the lines. Yeah, what happens tomorrow is. What does tomorrow happens is. I'm going to just slide all the way to the edge of my seat over here. I'm going to put my chairs back here, right to the edge. Right to the edge of my seat. Edge of my seat. Edge of my seat. It becomes my birthday. Page Boy plays. We got Sad Boy, Turtles, and Page Boy. Happy birthday, have a great time. Happy birthday, this might rhyme. Happy birthday, eat some cake. If you can't eat some, that's fake. Get some cool food and a new game. Have some fun, don't explain. Go out and have fun, or stay in, which is twice as fun. And that's the birthday song. As not written by Patty and Mildred Hill. Was that their names? I think that's their names. Get rid of these teeth lines. Hey. Boop, boop, boop. Boop boop ba-doop 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 boop ba-doop ba-doop boop ba-doop ba-doop boop 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 ba-doop boop ba-doop 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 boop boop ba-doop boop boop ba-doop 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 ba-da beep ba-doop boop bow boop bop boom bum bum ba-dum 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 bum ba-da ba-dum bum ba-da bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Bottom, 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 bum, 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 bum. Hey. Ba ba da ba ba da da. Beep boop ba 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 da ba da ba da ba ba da da. Ba da 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 ba ba da boop ba doop beep boop ba. Ba da ba ba da ba da ba da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Do, 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 do. Trying to remember what the ba-da-ba-da-bo. No. It's been so long since I've had some Mario music stuck in my head. Grocery delivery. Something everybody does now. I've never ever done that. Of course, whenever I go to the laundromat, there's always everybody else is just dropping their clothes off, and I feel weird that I don't, but I also just feel like, don't touch my clothes. Kevin is fairly suspicious of most things. Family plush. Now, I must ask, Family Plush, is that name mean that you are a family of plush characters? Like a little soft Kevin? Oh, we're a plush family. Or you're a family that makes and customizes and sells plush characters? Or you're just buried in plushies and it's just you and this is my plush family and I'm just like, I want to say Greta. That wasn't her name. Gertie. There we go. Like Gertie on E.T. Buried. Or, well, I guess she wasn't buried, but she buried E.T. I guess you would be the E.T. Anyway, what's your question? Can't promise I have an answer, especially if it's about how to stream or use stuff as I drop pictures. But, go. Go for question. If you're verified, why do you have one viewer right now? What does that mean? If you're verified, why do you have one viewer right now? I mean, according to my little viewer counter thing, I've got 1,103 viewers. I don't know what you mean by verified. I'm not verified. I'm just a guy. I just work at a company that happens to be Streamlabs. So the reason is, although Streamlabs does have quite a few followers and subscribers and whatnot, I'm talking about YouTube famous. By the way, yeah. Like I'm not verified. I don't know how many followers I have. It's not that many. I can't remember. I think it's like over 500, maybe 600 on YouTube now. I think I make amazing things, and yeah, I should be verified, and I should be the VIP of YouTube, and YouTube should be emailing me and saying, hey, how can we help you out? How can we give you free stuff all the time? Because you're so cool and awesome. But it doesn't happen. That's not how the world works. But yeah, I don't know how many are watching specifically on YouTube right now or versus Twitter and YouTube. I'm going to make a contestant on my object show that has the Streamlabs logo. I don't know what that means. Your object show? What's your object show? It is Family Plush. That's on YouTube. So I'm using the multi-stream because I'm multi-streaming. So I'm using the multi-chat view. Oh yeah, I forgot to put something above me over here to take the place of the chat. Family Plush on YouTube is, I don't know, doing some sort of game show, I guess. But yeah, I'm not verified. But yeah, the company I'm sure is verified because they're a huge company, and that's what huge companies do. What was I doing? And at the end of the day, whether you're a happy boy turtle or a sad boy turtle, an angry boy turtle, or a silly boy turtle, yeah, it's like the sad boy turtle says, it's all for fun. An object show is a battle for a prize thing with a bunch of contestants trying to win it. And it's called Big Effin' Game. Everybody, collaborate is what I'm going to say that stands for. Sometimes you look into the ether and read the things other people cannot see. Without the slightest bit of hesitation, I knew what I was meant to be. You'll never guess my secret identity. Who's on the inside, hiding out? You'll never know what you see. This whole life's a mystery. And sometimes this double life gets out of hand. But it's all in a day's work for Ultraman. Oh man, that one's mostly just for the Canadians who are old and remember. That is your secret identity. Dr. Jeff Coat, it is. Oh, Kevin's the most adorable logo in the world. Are you talking about the turtle or are you talking about Kevin? Sorry, Kevin, I saw your eyes close there when I mentioned somebody else might be the most adorable logo. I am the most adorable. Look at my little eyes. I've got everything you need. Expressive little eyes and a cute little antenna that glows when I talk. And I float around with magic and fun. It's all me. I am the Alpha and the Omega. All right, guys, calm down again. Calm down again. Once again, I'm also here to be me. I don't know how things, but throw it in the chat. Somebody suggested a thing. Sometimes a bird burns out of hand. Why does that song get stuck in my head every once in a while? I mean, yes. That was so. I remember doing that show. Like, oh, Mr. O'Connell, it is a pleasure to meet you. Because your whole life's a mystery. And sometimes something is out of hand. This stream is crashing? I'm crashing. I'm not getting any notifications. But I'm almost done anyway. I'm almost done. Am I getting notifications? Where's my... Oh. I can't move my cursor if my pen is on the thing. Yeah, no. I don't know. A lot of time, I don't know. If more than one person is seeing it, then maybe it is me. But a lot of times it seems to be like, oh, if you just open and close your end, it gets less glitchy. Because for once, I'm not having, I don't want to jinx it in the last 30 minutes, but for once, I'm not having any issues visible to me. And usually when that happens, it's a YouTuber or Twitch is just like pooping its pants because there's 10 billion people on the internet. But most of the time, it is my fault. And by my fault, I mean I live in a weird old building with a crazy old internet. I mean new internet, but still a weird old building, and I don't trust any of it. Go snap. make another layer. Put some little effects there. Strictly exotic. Doing a head dance. Can you add a feature that makes an effect on the screen when you get an alert box coming in? Like a pre-alert for your alert? Because in that case, I mean, if you just want, something to happen and then your alert, I would, this is just me, because I make my own stuff, I would, just make an alert that's just long and it has like a animation, if you will, of whatever's happening in effect. And then the rest of it plays and then have, offset the text that shows up to play a little bit later. But again, that's just me. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more shadow. A little more darkness. What is this app called? I'm using Adobe Animate. Probably one of the last 4 people in the world drawing and using Adobe Animate. And then to stream, I'm using Streamlabs desktop. Nope. Why don't you select red? There we go. All right, I should have just layered this different. I should have just layered this differently. Hello, DJ Johnny. DJ Johnny, Gusta official. DJ Johnny, dropping beats like a missile. And DJ Johnny, you know it's not fake, 'cause it's official. Gusta Johnny, shake and bake. I don't claim to be good. I don't claim to be good. I'm making up random nonsense songs, but I do it anyway because it's fun. It's fun. That's how I entertain myself. Select, select, select. Oops. What just happened? Okay, clearly I forgot to fill that in. That's fine. Let's make that brighter. Double click to select. Double click to select. Double click it. What the heck? Double click and select. Excuse me. All right, copy. Oh, inside jokes and inside baseball. Using up your inner time because of the collapse of society. Oh, it's funny because it's true when it hurts. Yeah, let's group this real quick and then this way. Instead of trying to match line everything like a psychopath. Beep, boop, pop. We'll just put it behind. Copy, paste. Snaps. Oh, red bean buttercream. It means that in certain current/future climates, with the world changing as it does and people making proclamations that allow certain people to ruin the lives of other people, that there's a lot of people out there who think and are clearly trying to make the world a place where, women do as they're told and don't bother the men or whatever. And in that, I was having a conversation with Voxney earlier where it's just like, whoa. It's just like, I hope did you ask a man to use the internet? When you're just joking around with somebody about how everyone's losing their rights and freedoms, and it's hilarious. Hey, maybe don't talk about crazy political stuff while we're having fun drawing turtles smashing things. Good idea. But, Society's crazy and it's really weird. Some people believe that it can be steered in their own direction. Take your stuff and threaten your country every day. Every day. Every day. When you wake up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Getting too lazy to redraw stuff, so we copy and paste. Beep boo. Hey. Moon Bear. Sea Rock. No, Sea Rook. Sea Rook. Oh. That's a chess thing. Not a stone thing. All right, it's too much blur. Too much blur. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of blur. Make it look like it has some speed to the breakage. And then also some dark pieces. Oops. Let me just go F8, F8 to make it a symbol. Magnificent creatures of the dark arts. What doth you make on this day? Though we know we should be wary, still we venture someplace scary. Ghostly hauntings, I turn loose. Turtle drawing juice, turtle drawing juice, turtle drawing juice. And smash. All right, 4:41. The day's almost over. I definitely can't draw anything else in 20 minutes, although there's a few streams where I've tried. We got a husky sipping on some hot cocoa, let's say. Who knows? It's just a big cup or mug. We got a sad boy turtle smashing a console. And I've still got some other stuff to finish for Valentine's Day before that creeps in real quick. But next week I'll genuinely try to shoot for 3 to 4 things. Emotes instead of just 2. 2 feels like a failure. 2 feels like a failure. I feel like a failure. Then you should. 2 is a failing number. Passing grade is 3. Passing is by minimum 3 for sure. That's what I say. I'd probably say, 5 or 6. I think 5 or 6 would be good in an afternoon. You can just put about 5 or 6 designs, out of the back of your head, pull them out of nowhere. Just do 5 or 6. What's the big deal? I mean, he makes a good point. As much as I don't like it when you let that cat in here. I don't care how anything happens. I'm just, I just like to cause trouble. Let's go break some stuff. Hey, like a chump. Hey, is that a song reference? I don't remember anymore. All right, guys. Ophelion, an end track. The advantage of talking to yourself is that you get the answers you want. Oh, exactly. End track, you get it. This is why I'm a hermit. This is why I'm a recluse. This is why I have a bunch of imaginary characters, because when you talk to real people, they just randomly say weird racist things, or just mean things, or just things were just like, oh, I didn't realize you were an uncaring monster. Oh. And then, of course, yes, when you tell yourself what you want to hear, you can gaslight yourself. You got to be careful not to gaslight yourself. I do make sure to go out into the world and talk to real people. And I do have real people that I communicate with. I'm not actually a complete hermit, but, I'm as close as I can get. Don't you think? Like rain on your wedding day. Streamlabs face reveal before GTA 6. We've been doing this for a while. I am not Streamlabs. I mean, I'm Streamlabs. I'm Kevin, and I think I represent Streamlabs quite well. Did you say quite well? I definitely said quite well, but that's not my fault, and you know damn well it's not my fault. We don't swear on the stream. We do not swear on the stream. I've heard Eric swear on the stream. I've heard him do it, and although it's not this stream, it's happened and precedent has been set. The precious ears of the stream community can handle a darn every once in a while. But yeah, anyway, sometimes Eric does a stream, usually quite busy, or if there's, an event, he'll do some live things. And occasionally some other streamers, they will do some streaming here. I imagine once the year gets going again, that will start happening again. I try my best to be here every Friday, even though I haven't been here for like a month and a half or 2 months. But I was trying. And no, I don't know how many years I've been working. I say here. This is my apartment. I thought Streamlabs existed for way longer. A lot more time before I started working here. And then it was just like asking people questions. They're like, what? I don't know. And I'm just like, well, you guys have been here for this whole time. And they're like, this thing just became Streamlabs. Like, not even a year ago. Like, it's just barely this thing that we're doing now. And I'm like, oh, I assume this has been around forever. It seems like a huge thing. I don't know enough. I didn't know enough. But yeah. No, I just work in the art department, drawing stuff and making Kevins. But I'm sure I think there's definitely been panels that have been streamed on this channel and others where like Ashray, who's like really in charge of stuff, and I don't know. I don't want to talk corporate stuff. I don't know enough. I don't want to pronounce people's names wrong. But there's a bunch of people higher up that run everything, and then there's a whole other company that owns everything. And there's a lamp almost getting knocked over. Um, it's so funny though. It's like so weird. I guess maybe it's just a YouTube thing, but no, your other thinking face came up. But yeah, within my chat, I find it always so funny. Where it's like it'll be emote, 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 and every once in a while it just says green face smiling. It's like I guess I don't have that emote. But yeah, but the account was here forever, like long, like probably when I started working here. Like there was the Streamlabs Twitch channel, YouTube channel, and like mostly it would just be used for testing. Like that's it. Like if they built a new feature, let's test it, let's watch it, let's see it. And nobody watched any of those streams. They'd be live for like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then eventually it was like, hey, we should do some stuff with this channel. And some people would do stuff, and then it's just like, oh, we're too busy. And then one day it was like, hey, you should do something. Like, okay. And then it became this. I made some overlays and whatnot. I definitely don't know any K-pop at all other than the name of... Oh, I can't even think of the name of the band that they're the biggest in the world. I can't think of their names. Or not their names, but at least the name of the band. Oh, it's a thing that people get mad because I use it as a film term. BTS, behind the scenes. And people are like, this has nothing to do with BTS. Keep that band's name out of your mouth. And just like, no, we're TV and movie people talking about stuff behind the scenes. Words can have several meanings. I don't know Blackpink. I've only ever heard of BTS. But yeah, that's as much as I know is their existence and that they're well loved and amazing as far as I know. As far as I know, amazing. But anyway, have I meandered through words long enough? Like I said, I try to be here every Friday. Download Streamlabs desktop if that's not how you're streaming. It's free for all the basic stuff, which is still a lot of stuff. And if you jump into Ultra, then you've got multi-streaming to all the different platforms. And more integration is coming and on the way, etc. And of course, the Streamlabs music. And I'm going to do some updates on mine, or else I would be listening to it. But I started the stream too quick. And, all the things. 96 million subscribers. Oh, my God. Oh. Like, I don't know. That stuff still blows my mind. Like, I live in a world where it's like, again, jumped over to Blue Sky, and a bunch of people are just like, oh, this is great. I've already got 10,000 followers. Like, thanks, Blue Sky. I've got so many followers. This is great. Everybody likes everything that I do. Everyone's having a great time. And then, I'm not a, obsessive poster of things, but then the fact that I'm just like, I signed up and then still is like, I've got like 46 followers or something like that. And I'm still like, that's great. And then my, friend Jenny is the one that's just like, hey, I'll like your posts. That's it. And even then she's like, oh, she doesn't check the internet all the time. So, but anyway, I'm not seeing that any of this is any kind of a fight. Just, you're just excited and happy about how huge that band is. And, I kind of am as well. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to go, stock that other channel. Which one was it again? I'm scrolling back up. I forget who just said. It was a You Family Plush? Oh yeah, Family Plush. All right, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to go hunt down your channel to see what it is you're talking about, because I'm intrigued. Where's my notes at? There's my notes at. Paste. All right. Anyway, like I said, it is Friday. Oh, hey, the camera's been on me for how long? I haven't been talking. I've just been here bouncing around. Hey, it's me again. But yeah, it's Friday. My back has been killing me for so long. I really should have started the stream with a bowl full of ibuprofen. But everybody, have a great week. Again, this chat room was always fantastic. It's been such a long time before anybody's dropped in with any weird hate crimes and just meanness. And everybody's always very supportive of not just me and this stream, but of each other. I really like how if somebody has a question, everybody's just, jumping in, and it becomes a nice conversation as opposed to just me making noises at all of you for several hours, which, I realize a lot of it is. But I gotta fill silences, and it's also, it's nice to just monologue out into the world sometimes. But once again, genuinely do appreciate every time you guys do jump into the posts and suggest something to draw, and even more so when you're excited about it. It genuinely makes my day and makes my week. It's super, super awesome. And Voxney is already on Blue Sky. I know that much. Everybody, I don't know. I'm on Blue Sky. Most of the things. If you do want to just see what I'm up to, I'm at Mr. Cartoons on YouTube and Instagram. And I'll probably, when Blue Sky puts out their version of Instagram, I'll switch over, or I'll move everything over there. I don't know. I'll still keep posting stuff, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know. UK superstar, that is what you are. Not much, let's go. I posted in Blue Sky and Twix. LOL. Now I'm just saying things. All right, it's almost 5 o'clock. I don't know why I act like I have to keep doing this stream specifically right till 5 o'clock. I have other things to do, work-wise. It's not like I'm just going to stop working. But anyway, how many anyways can I say before the thing ends? Yeah, at least 60. Probably 45 anyway. I'm not counting, and I'm not going to count. Just press the button that says end stream. Or at least go to the screen that says end stream, and then press the end stream. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Sarah. It's not my name. That's not my name. Anyway, have a great week, everybody. Have great streams. Be nice to everybody in your chat, unless they're being mean, and then do what it takes to, hit them with what they deserve. But yeah, and if you are going to other people's streams, make sure, it's just simple etiquette not to jump in to somebody else's chat and be like, hey, what would be better than everybody hanging out in this chat? Coming over to my chat. But yeah, just be good to each other. Be nice, be generous, be sharing, be caring, be wizened, be wise. Oh my God, seriously? I don't know why I can't stop talking. I just don't know. Everybody have a good day. Everybody have a good week. Everybody do what they can. And don't say